1. Spirited Away. At first glance, the world of Spirited Away seems like a whimsical, magical land filled with fantastical beings and strange spirits. But living in this universe, especially if you're a human, is a terrifying ordeal. Chihiro's journey into the spirit world is accidental, but it quickly reveals a realm ruled by capricious and often malevolent beings. Humans who enter risk being transformed into animals or objects. Her parents turn into pigs, and those who work in places like Yubaba's bathhouse must surrender their names and identities. It's a world where forgetting who you are means losing yourself forever. And good luck finding your way back home. This place thrives on keeping humans trapped and enslaved, forced to obey the whims of beings far beyond their comprehension. 2. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. This post-apocalyptic world is as beautiful as it is deadly. Civilization has been decimated by the 7 days of fire, leaving behind toxic wastelands and the sea of corruption, a poisonous forest filled with giant insects like the terrifying Omu. Humanity's survival is a constant struggle against environmental collapse, mutated flora and fauna, and internal warfare among the surviving kingdoms. Even in the Valley of the Wind, which is relatively peaceful, life is precarious. The air is tainted with deadly spores, and conflicts over ancient bioweapons threaten to wipe out what's left of humanity. The knowledge that the world is collapsing, with no easy way to halt the spread of corruption, makes this universe a grim place to live, despite Nausicaa's hopeful spirit. Tokyo Ghoul. Living in the world of Tokyo Ghoul means constantly fearing the unknown. Ghouls, human-like predators, hide in plain sight and feed on human flesh. Even if you're careful, you might be targeted while walking home from work, eaten in an alleyway, or caught in a ghoul turf war. And the authorities, the CCG, Commission of Counter-Ghoul, are brutal, often indiscriminately targeting both ghouls and humans in their attempts to control the threat. If you're a ghoul yourself, life is even worse. You're either hiding your true nature or fighting for survival against both humans and other ghouls. The constant tension between predation and persecution makes Tokyo a nightmare, where every meal or casual encounter might be your last. 4. Bleach. The Bleach universe offers the allure of stylish swordplay and spiritual powers, but living there is a ticket to disaster. If you're an ordinary human, you're caught in the crossfire between Shinigami, Soul Reapers, Hollows, and other supernatural factions. Hollows are monstrous spirits that devour souls and wreak havoc in the human world, often without warning. The Soul Society might protect humans, but their bureaucracy is slow and often indifferent to collateral damage. Even being lucky enough to become a Shinigami means a life of endless battles, political intrigue, and the looming threat of extinction from more powerful foes. And the afterlife? It's no paradise, just another hierarchy where survival isn't guaranteed. 5. One Piece. The world of One Piece might seem vibrant and full of adventure, but it's a lawless, violent sea dominated by warlords, pirates, and corrupt governments. Even if you live in a peaceful town, you're vulnerable to marauding pirate crews, marines who abuse their power, or catastrophic natural disasters like sea kings and unpredictable weather. The world government isn't your friend. It often commits atrocities in the name of justice, including mass genocide, as seen with the Ohara incident. Devil fruits, while granting superpowers, curse you with the inability to swim, a fatal weakness in a world covered in oceans. And if you dream of freedom, the Grand Line is a death trap filled with monstrous creatures, treacherous islands, and pirate crews who'd kill you without a second thought. Final Destination. This universe is pure nightmare fuel because death itself is the antagonist. After narrowly escaping a catastrophic accident thanks to a premonition, the survivors are relentlessly pursued by fate. But this isn't just a supernatural stalker. Death operates through elaborate, Rube Goldberg-esque accidents that seem mundane at first, a loose screw, a dripping pipe, before spiraling into horrific deaths. There's no escaping or outsmarting death. Even if you cheat the order, it eventually catches up, often in ways more gruesome than before. Living here means that every mundane action, driving to work, using a microwave, walking under scaffolding, could be the prelude to a fatal accident. It's a terrifying universe where paranoia becomes your constant companion. Demon Slayer. Set in Taisho-era Japan, the world of Demon Slayer seems quaint at first glance. until you realize it's crawling with demons. These creatures are virtually indestructible, can regenerate, and feed on humans with insatiable hunger. Ordinary people have no defense, and venturing outside after dark is a death sentence. Even if you stay inside, demons can break into homes and slaughter entire families. The Demon Slayer Corps are humanity's last hope, but their lives are brutal, short, and filled with pain. Even if you train and fight, you're facing beings that have lived for centuries, often with tragic backstories but terrifying power. Living in this world means constant fear, no safe refuge, and the chilling knowledge that even the strongest warriors can fall. 8. Star Wars. While Star Wars may seem like a grand adventure with heroes, spaceships, and epic battles, its universe is also one of endless conflict and oppression. The galaxy is perpetually caught between corrupt republics, tyrannical empires, and fragmented rebellions. If you're not a Jedi or a Sith, your life is likely dominated by warlords, criminals like the Hutts, and the galactic equivalent of organized crime. The Force, though mystical, is also dangerous. Being Force-sensitive paints a target on your back. Entire planets can be vaporized, hello, Alderaan, without warning, and entire species enslaved or wiped out. The peace that follows major conflicts is often brief, with new warlords rising to power. Ordinary civilians live in fear of planetary bombardments, slavery, and being caught in galactic war zones.